Koma from the Assemble from Parts is just gonna be this cool black. Like, this is, man, that is sick. Ladies and gentle majors, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Kick-Assembly, baby. We got Assemble from Parts. Now, I did make a video way long ago when this was first introduced in the first Alchemy set, but it's got a little bit of a new twist here. So they revamped this thing up, and it used to cost 4 total with 1 black. Now it costs 3 total, but with 2 black. So you do have to run a little bit more black in this deck. You have to be a little more conscious about your black mana count here, but you're pretty much going to be able to just target a creature card with instant as an instant and give it for 3 exile, and then becomes a 4/4 black zombie in addition to its other types, but you do still get the ability of the creature. So this is the cheapest reanimation spell in the game, or rather in standard / alchemy. So this is an insanely cheap reanimation spell. Want to go ahead and give it some good use. So what can we really get going with this? Well, we got Koma, the Cosmos Serpent. Obviously this can't be countered. It makes it 3/3 every upkeep. We know what this does. It's been in the deck a while now, and it's really awesome. Really love Koma. We got Toxrill, which is amazing versus aggro. If you can get this out on turn 4 or whatever, on maybe even turn 5 against aggro, it's very powerful. Love Toxrill. You're gonna be able to make everything cheaper, make 1/1s, make chump blockers, keep drawing. It's really wonderful. We all love some Toxrill. We already Jin-Gitaxias. I don't know what else to run. Try just getting like the biggest fatties, and it is kind of situational, so we're running 2 rather than 3, so that's kind of one thing. I mean, artifacts, instants, or sorceries, a lot of people are not running those, but what's really cool is that you get to go and use 2 things per turn. So if you have another Diregraf Rebirth or Thirst for Discovery, or even like an Undercity Plunder, you just get to start to duplicate those, which is really nice, and you get to evade 1 sorcery per turn with the Jin-Gitaxias. So absolutely love that. Junji is awesome because whenever it dies, you put a target non-dragon creature from a graveyard under the battlefield in your control. Now, when Junji dies, usually you will have a Jin-Gitaxias, Toxrill, or a Koma in the graveyard as well. And a lot of times we just hardcast it, so it's really awesome. We are running 3 Shadow's Verdict. Very good against aggro. It's not as good as Doomscar, obviously. Definitely outclassed by Doomscar, but we're not running white, and we still do need a way to deal with aggro decks on the draw. So Shadow's Verdict does help a lot, but yeah, just be careful for those Thalias and Redains to tax it. That is a rough nightmare, but it is what it is. Diregraf Rebirth, we're only running 2 because we are running Assemble from Parts. So when I started this out, I was running 4. 4 is a little bit much because you also can flash it back. So as you're milling and as you're using discard, we've got several discard outlets, you're going to be able to flash it back anyway. So 2 is better than 4 in my opinion. Thirst for Discovery, just a few, draw 3 cards, discard 2 cards unless you discard basic land card. We're barely running any basic lands. In fact, I think we're only running 1 or 2. So Thirst for Discovery is really going to be just a way to ditch your big fatties in your hand into the graveyard. Stowaway, same thing, just a little bit of draw, discard power. Modern Age is really good. This is the new Kamigawa card. Love this card. Draw a card, discard a card. Seems really simple, right? You're going to get a 2/3 body eventually, but the draw card, discard a card is so good because you're going to be able to unclog your hand and set up for your reanimation. Undead Butler, same thing. Just set up your graveyard. You're going to get something back, but usually you don't want to get it back. You want to just keep it there. And Undercity Plunder, I wish this card was rebalanced. I wish it was. It's not. It is a soul-crushing card. It needs to be rebalanced because honestly it's just too good, but as long as it's not rebalanced, and well, as long as it's here, I'm going to keep running it. So it is what it is. We're going to run 4 of them. I wish they would nerf it, but they're not. So it is what it is. So this is pretty much the deck here. We're going to Kick-Assembly. We're going to assemble the parts from the graveyard, and hopefully we can do some pretty cool things with this deck. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Mr. Chippa. Well, hello, Mr. Chippa. Let's go ahead and keep this sucker. Typically, we want to get into something a little bit better here, but this is okay. This is okay. We'll be able to find something to dig into our graveyard. I'm going to drop this just so we can get into a turn 2 Undercity Plunder. That's fine with me. I absolutely love this, the little googly eyes here. It's really cute, especially on the Wanderer, even underneath the hood. That's really cute. So I'm going to drop this for black. We need plenty of black in this deck. I'm just going to drop the Undercity Plunder. I don't understand why this card did not get nerfed in the rebalancing. Kind of unfortunate because I don't think it's healthy for the game. Like, this is not... I don't really have anything other than discard in this deck other than the Undercity Plunder, but it's so good and so oppressive that you kind of have to run it in any black deck. So for those reasons, I do wish it was nerfed because Just not a healthy card for the format in my opinion, but I'm gonna run it if it's available to me. So let's go with the Undercity Plunder here, and they get rid of a Portable Hole. The Portable Hole is pretty good because we have Assemble from parts, creates a token. So that's easy removal for us. And they get rid of the Redain. That's actually pretty cool. We get rid of 2 really bad threats for us. This hurts our Diregraf Rebirth, and this gets rid of our token. So, oof, that's gonna be okay with me. And I'm gonna go for Forsaken Crossroads. So I'll just call out black. And yeah, we're just gonna have to scry away. Let's see if we can get a Shadow's Verdict. We already have a Shadow's Verdict, so I will say no. We already have a Shadow's Verdict, so I don't really think we need to go there. So this is gonna be cool. The Abandoned Mire is gonna fill up our graveyard if we don't have any other way to do it, which is cool. So we're going for Thalia. Okie dokie. Another Rebirth. Oh gosh, this is kind of rough here. Okay, well, we're just gonna set this down. We need plenty of black in this deck. As stated before, the Assemble from Parts needs 2 black specifically, so you do have to be careful there. I'm just gonna drop the black. And we're gonna pass turn. I'm gonna put on Full Control just to make them think that we have, like, you know, just some sort of interaction, even though we do not. So maybe we'll just do a little bit of bluffing here. But yeah, this is not really great here. Inquisitor Captain. Okay, we'll just say, okay, yeah, we'll let that go. Resolve. Okay. I would really hate to see an Elite Spellbinder. Oh, Nevin Angel's okay. I mean, it's just a 3/1, which is just a beat stick. So we're gonna go ahead and use this right now. The facade is over, and we do get a Jin-Gitaxias, but yeah, we're gonna have to keep that in the graveyard just in case we can reanimate it. So we'll actually take the Undead Butler. Okie dokie, and we're gonna take what, 5 damage here? Yeah, it's not great. It's not great at all. Okie dokie, so Undercity Plunder. Oh man. I think we have to just gamble here and just go for Undercity Plunder and pray that we get, or we can go for Undercity Plunder, but they might just give us the 2 cards. I think we're just gonna have to go for Undercity Plunder and pray that we get a Toxrill. Yeah, that's the only way we can win this. And there's our, hey, we had 2 Toxrills for the price of 1. Pretty cool. Okay, now we can use Assemble from Parts and flash that in. So, okay, I think we might be onto something here. Skyclave Apparition. Okay, if we can survive 1 of these turns, we can flash in from Assemble with Parts and maybe swing this game. We're gonna take a lot of damage here, though. This is gonna be 6. Oh god, this is gonna be a lot. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, he'd go down to 1. Okay. Okay, no big deal, no big deal. We got the Assemble from Parts. We're gonna flash this in. We're gonna be able to use this Toxrill, and next turn we're gonna be able to use this. So, okay, how many kills are we gonna get? We're gonna get 3 kills out of this. This is pretty cool. So Toxrill the Corrosive comes out now. Kick Assembly. Let's go. We get a 4/4. We killed 3 other creatures, and now we get 3 1/1s. So pretty cool here. Pretty awesome. That's gonna swing in the game very, very well. I don't know if we're gonna win, but at least we have a shot now. So they go for Adeline. I don't think they're gonna swing. I don't think they're gonna swing. That would make really no sense, right? I mean, we could just block here. We double block there. No, I think that. Oh, they are. They are. Why? Wait, why would you do this? Okay, this is fine with me. I'll just trade, right? Okay. So we get 2 casualties, but we are gonna go ahead and, yeah, we're just gonna get more slug tokens. We're gonna get a 2/2, and we're gonna weaken the Adeline. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's go for Undercity Plunder. We're gonna be able to conjure a card because they don't have anything in their hand. We got a Captain, and yeah, I think we'll just oh yeah, we're cooking now, baby. Let's go ahead and end the turn. We only have 4 land, but I guess that's all we need. I guess yeah, screw it. You know, I'm kind of after a land. We've got enough blockers, so we'll just pop this off, and hopefully we get a land. We get a Hive the Eye Tyrant, pass the turn. This Adeline is not looking so strong anymore with those little toxic counters on you, are they? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You love to see it. This Adeline's going to die by the end of their next turn. So they're going to get another creature, which makes no sense. We're just going to block these out. Sounds good to me. And we get another slug token. Oh baby, a red. Oh my gosh, this is so great. We just are gonna survive here with 1 life. I'm gonna go for Diregraf Rebirth just for the funsies of it, and we're gonna get out a Jin-Gitaxias. Look how insane this is. They don't. Mono white doesn't run haste, so I don't care, and they don't have any creature lands, so that's fine with me. Yeah, here we go. Oh my god, that was close though. Being able, they give us a nice thank you. Being able to snag a cheap Toxrill with the assembly, no other reanimation card would have won this the game. Nothing else would have won this the game. So that is very, very important to note. And I guess we'll just go for a Junji. Why not? Let's just go for a Junji. Screw it. And yeah, we'll just swing with, yeah, why not? Everything. I mean, we'll keep 1 slug back. Just, I don't know. Maybe just because, but, This is wonderful. So even if they had like a board wipe with a Doom Scar, we have Reanimation, Junji brings things back, and life is good. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Red Fox Black? Are you red or black? Are you like a Rakdos Fox? Okay, pretty interesting. Go ahead and keep this. Alright, oh, well, there's the red. Let's see if we got the black. There's the red. They weren't lying. They were not lying. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for Forsaken Crossroads and call out blue so that we can go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant and set up pretty nicely here. I think that's the move. Let's call out blue. And let's get some scry action. Oh, another Modern Age. Do we need that? I'm going to say no. We've already got one. And we've already got some fatties that we can use the Modern Age to ditch these 2 Komas so that we can reanimate it later for cheaper. That sounds pretty good with me. Reckoneer Bankbuster in red so far, so that's kind of interesting. Well, let's go for the Modern Age. I absolutely love this card. This is a new Kamigawa card. Really, really underrated in terms of getting things into the graveyard. It's pretty simple as well. Just gonna go ahead and ditch a Koma. And that allows you to fix up your hand too, because we definitely need a lot of land in this hand, in this deck and hand. So let's go ahead and slide this over. Another Bankbuster, really? Another Bankbuster. Okay, I'm gonna drop Toxrill. We already have a Koma, so we might as well just drop a Toxrill here, just so we have 2 different targets. And probably want to use Thirst for Discovery. Our life total is not in any sort of danger at all, so I think we're just going to use Thirst for Discovery, and yeah, we'll just end the turn. Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. We're not in any pressure. These Reckoneer Bankbusters, is this like mono red, or like... Typically mono red wants to be like aggro, and this is like kind of... Okay, Bloodthirsty Adversary. Okay. That's fine with me. We're going to be very, very okay here. We're going to be able to use Thirst for Discovery to dig into more land too, so not too worried about that. Let's go and flash this in. Okay, absolutely no land, which is kind of crazy, so... Okay, I guess we can use... Oh, Symbol from Parch is really good. We're just going to ditch off this, obviously, and then... we're going to use the Undead Butler. We have a lot of stuff that we can use with the Undead Butler. We've already got our fatties in the grave, so we don't need to fuel up the grave any longer. And now the Modern Age is going to go into our little glider. Yeah, the Vector Glider, which I absolutely love. Let's go ahead and play this. I love this card too, because the channel ability is non-counterable and lets you milk, but we don't need that right now. So let's go ahead and drop this, and here's the cool thing. We have enough black to use Assemble from Parts, and I think that's just going to be what we do. So yeah, this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and... This is an instant, so you can actually use this on your opponent's turn, like on your opponent's end step. But I'm just going to use this right now. Let's go ahead and use it on the Toxrill, and we're just going to be able to... We're just going to be able to put this back in for 4. Yeah, now we just get... Look at that. Now we just get a 4/4 Toxrill. Now it's a 4/4 and it's a token, so it is a little bit weakened. But there's no other reanimation card for 4 unless, you know, something dies with the Diregraf Rebirth or something. So, hey, it is what it is. Atushi Blazing Sky. That's going to be menacing, but they're going to get a little bit weakened here with this. So, ooh, they're going to use the Bankbuster. Good move. Good move. Good move. We're just going to let this go. I mean, we're just going to have to take it. But this is very interesting. This is very interesting here. I'm just going to let this go because we want to keep our Toxrill healthy. But now everything's going to get bigger or smaller. And like, now here we go. Now we just overtake the game. Here we don't have any green, so we can't use Diregraf Rebirth, which is really unfortunate. We can't get our Koma, so that's really sad. But, yeah, I think we're sitting okay here. I mean, I'm not really threatened by particularly anything. I think we could just probably pass the turn. We'll go for Undercity Plunder. Undercity Plunder, really wish this card got nerfed in the upcoming changes, but it did not for whatever reason. And we are going to get a Chandra just to kill. Do we want to... take this. I mean, exile the top card of your library if it's red. This is kind of a dead card to us, really. Yeah, this card's kind of dead to us. We don't really want to... No. No, we're just going to go ahead and say no. We will end the turn, and we will make the Blazing Sky weaker. So, as of right now, we were trying to get into a green source with the Rebirth. Goldspan Dragon. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That changes the game here a little bit. Okay, so Goldspan Dragon, how do we want to play this? We can go for a March of Wretched Sorrow. Can't talk today. And we could do it for 2. And this is yeah, no. And because this is Alchemy, it doesn't get the whenever it's targeted ability. So I think I'm just gonna do this now. Yeah, we're just gonna do this now. X is going to be 4, and we're gonna exile the Diregraf Rebirth, and we're just gonna kill this Goldspan Dragon immediately. They might use the crew ability with the Bank Buster, but either way, this Goldspan Dragon is gonna die, and we're gonna get a little bit of health back. Alright, so we go up to 18. I'm surprised they didn't crew it. Really surprised they didn't crew it. And now the Blazing Sky is dead meat. And we get, oh my gosh, now we get another Assemble from Parts. Unfortunate we didn't get green, but that's the cool thing about this is like everything in this deck uses each other. So the March of Wretched Sorrow, if you don't have green, just ditch it away. You don't need it. So let's go for Assemble from Parts. And usually you want to be using this as an instant, but in this case, we're just saying screw it. We're just saying screw it. And we're just going to just cast all of our stuff. So we get a Koma now. Look at all this cheap animation. Absolutely nuts. Let's go ahead and just, well, let's just have some fun. Let's just sit back. We'll kill you. They're going to get 3 treasure tokens. Because they're running red, they've got a lot of firepower, a lot of stuff they can use. So we're just going to do this. And the Koma in all black. Koma from the Assemble from Parts is just going to be this cool black. Like, this is, man, that is sick. That is absolutely sick. Spikefield Hazard on our Slug. Okay. Okay, so they're aiming to get rid of our Toxrill, which is really rude. But as long as we can keep the Koma, I think we're going to be okay. If a permanent dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. Okay. So, I'm sitting here with some tokens. I don't care that they're tokens. And then we just take it. We just take it. How awesome. Pick Assembly. Meegs 654. Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty gosh darn good hand if you ask me. We're going to drop this. I really love the Modern Age. We're going to go ahead and drop the Modern Age for blue. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll get a Shadow's Verdict. I'm going to keep it. I don't know if we're going to get something super crazy aggro, so we might as well hedge our bets here and just take that. We can go for Undercity Plunder, but I think it's better just to get into the Modern Age as quickly as possible, just so that we can get all the draw action, see what we want to get going on here, because we still need to get into a Reanimation spell. So we'll go ahead and get rid of Toxrill here. Don't have the Reanimation part of our deck here, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Forsaken Crossroads, are they running mono? Well, I mean, if they're running Forsaken Crossroads, they're probably not running mono. Okie dokie. So, Undercity Plunder. I guess we'll just give you a Shadow's Verdict at this point. And a Deathcap Glade. Sure, whatever. We have our own Plunder, which is going to be really, really cool. So, draw a card. Another Toxrill. I guess we'll just discard it. And we're just going to use Undercity Plunder. I absolutely despise Undercity Plunder, even though I'm running it, because I think it's just that unhealthy of a card. It's just that unhealthy. It really is. It is soul-crushingly oppressive to this format. So, absolutely hate it. But I am going to be running it because it's just a very, very good card, and you pretty much have to. Do you see it? Like, do you see what it just did there? I discarded 2 cards. My opponent discarded 2 cards, and getting somebody to discard 2 cards for 2 is just bonkers busted. It's borderline not fair, and it is broken, and it's really disappointing to see it not nerfed in the upcoming Alchemy rebalance. So really, really unfortunate, but you know, hey, it's not my decision, so nothing I can do about it. Okay, we're gonna want to go into Junji if we can on the next turn, so we're just gonna go ahead and drop this. Yeah, it's fine. Drop the Stowaway. Hopefully we can get to another land, but I'm kind of worried that they've got more discard up their sleeve. I would think they do, so I'm not really banking on the Junji. If we can get into the Assemble from Parts, which is the key to this deck, we'll be sitting okay. It's just a Mythic Massacre for 1. Yeah, it's not great. At least we get to keep the Glider. We do get another Undercity Plunder, so let's waste no time in dropping the best card in the format. in all of Alchemy, I think this is the best card. So, and we do get the Conjurer card. We get Hive of the Eye Tyrant, no problemo. And they actually get rid of a City Stalker Connoisseur. That makes me think that they've got 2. Or maybe they just don't have enough land, because they're just going to give us the Junji. That seems weird to me, because, I mean, okay, we're going to drop the Junji, but not before we attack. And, yeah, I mean, like I said, they couldn't have had the land here, but what I love about the Junji is even when it dies, we're going to be able to get a Toxrill. Yeah, it's just insane. So, Junji come forth, my beautiful, beautiful dragon. And then Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, they're going to be able to discard some cards here. If they can't exile the Junji, they're going to have a world of hurt, because Junji, whenever it dies, put a non-dragon card from a graveyard under the battlefield. So, obviously, we're sitting down this Toxrill, which would be pretty nightmarish for our opponent. I don't think they want to deal with a Toxrill. And I don't think this deck has too much, okay, they're going to swing in. They probably really want this treasure token, so I'm actually going to block here. Don't care what you do. If you're going to use Molten Impact, that's fine. That's fine. Mihawk Massacre will ping me, but that's okay. Let's see if we can reanimate something. Are they thinking about taking away the Junji? If they can exile the Junji with a Brittle Blast, I'll be so sad. So just a Molten Impact, okay. That's fine with me. I still have a 5/5 Menace Flyer on the battlefield. And I've got Hive of the Eye Tyrant as well. So I want to be careful here. Get a Shipwreck Marsh. Really gross. Really, really gross. Alright, let's just go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We're going to be able to swing in for 2 Menace creatures for 8. We don't have enough for lethal on the next turn, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I guess we'll get rid of the City Stalkers. I don't really like the looks of those things. I'll go ahead and get rid of you. We'll do 8 damage, which is not phenomenal. I guess we'll drop the Shipwreck Marsh, because if they have a City Stalker Connoisseur, they can make us discard it, and then I want to be able to top deck play into like a Koma or something. So in this case, I think it is better to just drop the land. Yeah, it definitely is. Alright, well. Hello, Kiki Jiki. It's been a long time. No, I'm just kidding. I see you in like every match, because this card is absolutely insane. So, Reflection of Kiki Jiki comes out to play, and is that it? Really? Really? That's all they're going to play? That tells me they probably got some sort of instant. Oh no, they got Spikefield Hazard. They're going to be able to exile this, aren't they? And because it exiles, the Junji is not going to be able to retrieve anything. So a Braid is just going to be just enough to kill our Junji. That is unfortunate. We do get an Assemble from Parts, though. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We're going to waste absolutely no time. Assemble from Parts right on this Toxrill, and we're going to play this Toxrill. Now, unfortunately, it is only a 4/4, which is unfortunate, but, you know, a lot of things we can do. We can actually use the sacrifice ability to sacrifice itself. Drop this Reflection down to 1, and I pray, oh my gosh, please, fingers crossed, that this Toxrill can survive. If this Toxrill can survive, we take it. We take it. Thank goodness for the Assemble the Parts. Little Pumpkin, how we doing here? Just a little pumpkin. You gotta love pumpkins. This is a fun time. Not even close to October, but it's a fun time. Let's go and drop this for blue. Want to get into our Modern Age. Absolutely love the Modern Age in this deck. Let you just ditch off some silly little creatures that you can later reanimate. So, Ingenious Smith. Okay. Treasure Vault. Interesting, interesting. Let's go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And we have an Undead Butler. Undead Butler's better if you don't have any scary cards in your hand, but because we do have the scary cards in our hand, we're going to go for the Modern Age. Very, very cool. Draw a card, and we get another Koma. Okay, well, we'll probably ditch away both of the Komas, because the Junji we can actually just, card cast at some point, because it costs 5, not 7. So is this going to be what, like, Colossal Plow. Interesting. 2/2 and Experimental Pilots. Okay, this is the new Alchemy card. I want to take a second and read this out loud. Let's go ahead and draw the card. Ooh, Toxrill. Okay, we'll get rid of the Toxrill. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, getting rid of the Toxrill. Experimental Pilot. Ward 2. Discard 2 cards. Draft a card from the spellbook, and it crews 2 greater. So I guess we'll just flash through this real quick. Okay. Yeah, definitely some solid artifacts to be gotten there. Okay. Go ahead and drop this. We're going to need a way to reanimate our spells. So I'm just going to... I guess we'll just go for Undead Butler. Yeah, we would really like to get some animation going on here, but Undead Butler at least blocks off, at least can chump block this Colossal Plow, which I'm assuming they're going to want to get into. So crew 6. This is going to be a 3-3 at some point. Oh boy. Oh boy. So this is going to go to a 3. They can't crew the Colossal Plow yet, so that's good. We can go ahead and return something to our graveyard. I'm not going to do it though. Wait, how did they do that? Whoa. 3, and oh, 2 graveyards makes 3, so they can. Okay, my bad. I can't read. Undead Butler, I'm going to say no. I mean, there's no reason to. So, no. There's really no reason to do that. We're going to have to just get into some reanimation stuff. So that's a big time ouchie. Another Colossal Plow. Oh my word. Okay, so we do get a Diregraf Rebirth. That's good, but it's going to be a little bit slow here. Okay, we do get a Chump Blocker, so that's good. I'm going to drop this, and we're going to go for a Modern Age. Modern Age, we're going to ditch the Koma pretty much no matter what. We do get a land, which is really nice. We're going to drop the Undead Butler and just set up our defenses here. Okay, I think we're sitting okay. We do have 2 ways to chump block, which is going to be crucial here. Down to 12 life. Oh my goodness, another Surge Hacker mech. Oh my gosh, that's... I mean, they're just curving perfectly. Just... God, I feel like all day I've just been running so ice cold. Just getting perfectly curved out on the draws versus aggro. I mean, we're all human. I mean, even Mana Man's human. It really gets to you. We're just running so cold. It's crazy, but we're still gonna hold out. We got down there. Okay, Undercity Plunder doesn't help us at all right now. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Shipwreck Marsh. Yeah, well, we'll just get rid of this. I mean, this can come as 2, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, we can go for Undercity Rebirth. How do we want to get? Do we want to get a Koma or a Toxrill? I think we'll get a Toxrill. Yeah, we'll get a Toxrill. Why not? Let's go ahead and take the Toxrill. This can get rid of the, because it can get rid of the experimental pilot. That's kind of the baseline here. So this also helps us to crew out as well. Let's see if that'll be enough. They can still go for Cave of the Frost Dragon. And because that is an artifact, they do get the bump off that, which is really unfortunate. Mobilizer mech. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. They can just get free crews off this now. I mean, oh my gosh. I'm salty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's we're all, like I said, we're all human, and just very frustrating. If they play this right, I think you can still crew it. It'll just come in tapped, and it just won't be able to attack. But they still can't crew it, right? They don't? Why would you not? Whoa, why would you not? Whoa, why would you not do that? Okay, I mean, that's fine with me. I'm not complaining. Let's go ahead and drop our Junji. That's fine with me. I think, wow, I think they misplayed. Like, you kind of, okay. Oh, I'll take it. So we're back here at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and I definitely want to just make it known here that I thought that the Surge Hacker mech crewed for 3 rather than 4. So I think with the Mobilizer mech, you could have used, at the time I looked back at it and I realized that I was being dumb and was just kind of moping and complaining. You never like to complain too much, but sometimes, you know, it's kind of hard mid-match. I do apologize for, it's not really the best viewing content to be mopey, but yeah, I thought Surge Hacker mech could have went for 3 rather than 4, and then they would use Mobilizer mech to get 2 Surge Hackers out of it, and then they both had Menace, so that would have put a lot more pressure on us. But yeah, we ended up taking it, and yeah, I definitely should not have been a salty gills about that. That was not a good look, but it is what it is. As far as the deck goes, you can go ahead and tinker around with it as much as you'd like. I don't know what to really change about it. I think it's like pretty good. You might be able to get rid of the Undercity Plunder. I'm not even joking you, because this deck is kind of like a one-trick pony. You might want to just get rid of the Undercity Plunder for more discardy type, self-discardy type stuff, because honestly, this deck doesn't really win with card advantage. It wins with getting busted things out, so I'm not even joking you. The first thing on the chopping block would be this Undercity Plunder, as weird as that is. But I don't know. Hey, it is what it is. It's a fun little deck. Do what you gotta do. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments below, because it helps out the channel. And I really appreciate all of you. But until next time, I will see you on the next episode. Man, out.